Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss activity 2.10. Take 10 ml water in a beaker, add a few drops of concentrated H2SO4 to it and swirl the beaker slowly. Touch the base of the beaker. Is there a change in temperature? Is this an exothermic or endothermic process? Repeat the above activity with sodium hydroxide pellets and record your observation. So this activity, it is basically about the dilution of acid and base, and we will also discuss here some of the observations related with this activity. So what you have to do, you have to take about 10 ml of water in a beaker, and in that you have to add few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, and you have to mix it with the help of glass rod. So when you will touch the base of the beaker, you will observe that the base of the beaker is quite hot. And please note here that here you are not providing any sort of heat energy from external source. Is this an exothermic or endothermic process? So as you can see, as you have observed, the base of the beaker, it has become hot. So this is an example of exothermic process. That means dilution of an acid is an exothermic process. Repeat the above activity with sodium hydroxide pellets and record your observation. When you will repeat the same activity with sodium hydroxide pellets, that means here instead of using acid, when you will use base, so what sort of observation you will get? You will again find that the base of the beaker, it becomes hot. That means when you are diluting base, then also the base of the beaker is becoming hot. That means it is also an example of exothermic process. So dilution of an acid or dilution of a base, they both are an example of exothermic process. One other thing which you have to note here is that many times you will find that with sodium hydroxide the term pellets is written. The reason is that because of the shape in which sodium hydroxide is available in laboratory and available most of the places. So as it is not available in the form of solution you can make it by yourself. It is not available in the form of powder or any sort of big chunks. It is soluble in it is available in the form of kind of a small tablets, you can say. And for that the term which we are using is pellets. As I have told you that for different metals the different names are there. For example, iron metal fillings or zinc granules, these names are given, which is somewhat telling about the shape of the metals. So same way here for sodium hydroxide and same way for potassium hydroxide, we are using the term pellets. Now this is about the activity 2.10. We have discussed here about the observation that the dilution of acid and base, it is an example of exothermic process. So you can also give, when you have to give certain examples of exothermic process, certain reactions, then you can also give the example of dilution of acid and base in that. Next time we will be discussing about the paragraph given below activity 2.10. It is related with this activity only.